Hello, fellow Australians and people of the world. I'm just going to show you what I got in the mail today. Now, most people of the world will know, well, most Australians know that there is a referendum coming up about the yes-no vote. Let's go through a bit of this information here for the people of the world that aren't in Australia so they can understand. Voting is compulsory in Australia, so therefore we must vote. That's from the Australian government, and this is our official referendum booklet that just came in the mail. We have to vote no or vote yes. Now, yes, no. Notice they put yes first because they want yes first. They want it to be yes. The government wants it to be yes. So just remember, guys, everything the government wants is always never a good thing. So we're giving the government way too much power. Think about it like that. This is our chance to say, no, we take back the power that you want to take from us and we keep it. Because the more we give to the government, the more they keep on taking and the more they keep on expecting. About this booklet, this official referendum booklet contains two important documents. Your official yes-no referendum pamphlet and your official guide to the 2023 referendum. Your official yes-no referendum pamphlet, what may change in the Constitution. This page identifies proposed changes to be made to the Constitution. Proposed law was passed by both House of Parliament. Constitution alteration, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voice, 2023. Page 7, the yes and no cases. The case for voting yes and the case for voting no are presented side by side. Let's go straight to that page there, because I don't give a shit about any of this other crap, because we know what the government wants. The government wants a yes vote because they want to change the Australian Constitution. Your official guide to the 2023 referendum. But I'm going to go to page 7 now. We'll just have a quick flick through. There it is. Vote yes, no, waste of paper. This page has been intentionally left blank. I got a feeling they made this by the same companies that made that thing that people had to go and get in their arms to go to work. It's the same thing that was inside the piece of paper there. It was intentionally left blank for a reason, so they can trick you. What may change in the Constitution? Okay, on the following pages you will find the yes-no cases. Let's check this out. Zoom right in there so you folks at home can read it, sort of. There, about there. All right. On the following pages, you'll find the yes and no cases. The arguments for each case have been provided by the majority of federal members of parliament and senators who voted for or against the proposed law to alter the Constitution who desired to forward such an argument. Those who voted for the proposed law and who desired to forward such an argument have created the yes case. Obviously, the people who represent this logo on the front cover there, the government, they want the yes case. While those who voted against the proposed law and who desired to forward such an argument have created the no case. That's people like us, the people. We, the people, should always say no to the government. No matter what they want, always say no. The word count is restricted to 2,000 words for each case by Section 11, Referendum Machinery Provisions Act 1984. Let's see. All right, let's open it back up again. The case for voting yes. The case of voting yes starts on page 10 and is then presented on alternate pages. Proposed law to alter the Constitution to recognise the first peoples of Australia by establishing Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voice. The case for voting no. The case for voting no starts on page 11 and is then presented on alternate pages. A proposed law to alter the Constitution to recognise the first peoples of Australia by establishing an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voice. That doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, because it's no to the proposed law, of course. All right. The case for voting yes. Well, let's just disregard that and go the reason why we should vote no, because we don't need to look at that side. We'll pretend we're the government and that side doesn't matter, because if I was the government, then this part wouldn't matter, just like they're trying to make this part not matter. So always vote this side, guys. See that? N-O. Reasons to vote no, a summary. This referendum is not simply about recognition. The voice proposal goes much further. If passed, it would represent the biggest change to our Constitution in our history. It is legally risky with unknown consequences. It would be divisive and permanent. If you don't know, vote no. That's right. If you don't know, vote no. Risky. We all want to help Indigenous Australians and disadvantaged communities. However, the voice is not the answer and presents a real risk to our system of government. The voice specifically covers all areas of executive government. This means no. On each High Court would ultimately determine the powers. So what you're saying is, so what the government's trying to say is, we all want to help Indigenous Australians in disadvantaged communities. So is that the only reason why we're voting yes? So are you trying to tell me, Mr. Government, that you are unable to help these people now? You won't help them now until you get a yes? Is that what you're trying to say? That's a bit harsh, isn't it? So we all want to help Indigenous Australians and disadvantaged communities, but he's trying to say, but we don't help them now because we don't. So unless you say yes, it's a scam, guys. This is an absolute scam. Any change to the referendum is always a scam. There's always something underlying in a referendum change. The referendum change probably isn't even about any of this. This is all just probably a lie. I don't know. Unknown. No details have been provided on how members of the Voice would be chosen or how it would operate. Australians are being asked to vote first before these details are worked out. That's exactly right. There you go. Australians should have details before the votes, not after. Exactly. That's exactly right. So it's unknown. At this stage, it is unknown. Yes, remember that, guys. We don't know how it will work. We don't know who it will be who will be in on it, but we do know it will permanently divide us as Australians. Some Voice supporters say this would just be a first step to reparations and compensation and other radical changes. So what would come next? Divisive. Enshrining a voice in the Constitution for only one group of Australians means permanently dividing our country. It creates different classes of citizenship through an unknown body that the full force of the Constitution behind it. Many Indigenous Australians do not support this. That's right, Anthony Mundine, a few others to say. Putting a voice in the Constitution means it's permanent. We will be stuck with negative consequences. 10 reasons to vote no. The voice is legally risky. 10 cases for voting no, blah, blah, blah. You can see the pages. Anyway, to the citizens of the world who aren't in Australia, this is what we got in Australia. Voting no. Our government wants to change stuff, but I reckon this is all just a facade. Everything in this is just a facade. They're changing the Constitution for other reasons, I believe. I don't know. I'm just saying that. So that's not dead set truth. It's just what I think. I think the government is tricking us. Because why wouldn't they? They always have. They always will. Your official guide to the 2023 referendum. Anyway, they've got my vote. It's definitely going to be a no, guys. Don't forget, vote no. Because if you should never, ever give the government what they want. Because when we want something, what does the government do? Does the government give us everything we want? No. The answer is no. So do not give. So vote no, yeah, and do not give the government the power that they are trying to get out of this. Just remember, guys, vote no on referendum day, referendum booklet, because nothing is really going to change. I'll tell you now. So why give them a yes if nothing changes? It's an absolute joke. So they're trying to say, again, that, we want to better the lifestyle of what? Can't you just do that without a vote? Do you need a referendum change to do that? It's absolutely absurd, ridiculous, that it's a facade. Everything is just a load of crap with this. I don't like it. I'm not an expert, though, so don't get me wrong. I'm not political, but this is just an opinion of hang loose, recluse, and I don't agree that we should be giving the government what they want. Remember this logo, guys. This logo represents the devil. See that logo? Devil. That means Satan. There we go. Vote no. Don't give them what they want because they are evil people that control us. These politicians are all evil. If they did give us all of their sponsorship details of all the money kickbacks they get from being in the top jobs, then I would respect them more. But because they don't and they keep it quiet, they have vested interests in other sectors of behind-the-scenes business dealings that we don't know about. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, this has been another Hang Loose Recluse production. Don't forget, guys, vote no. This has been another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thank you! But wait, there's more. The weather today was great. I've got sunburn on my face. Thank you. You've been listening to another Hang Loose Recluse production. Vote no. Thank you!